What's going on, everybody? What's up? It's your boy, Mike, the Naughty Cruiser. It's Thirsty Thursday, Throat Punch Thursday, Throw It Back Thursday. I'm whelmed for sound Thursday. I hope you're all having a fantastic Thursday wherever you are tuning in from. Gay, I hope you're having a great Friday afternoon. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me on this Thursday night. As you can see, I literally just got out of the shower not even 5 minutes ago and made it within enough time. So I am here. There will be no live show next week as it will be Christmas. So for all of you that celebrate, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, all of that fun stuff, whatever it is you may celebrate. Hello, happy holidays to you all. Without further ado, let's get right to the chat. Tonight's show is pretty much just going to be us having a conversation, just shooting the breeze and talking about 2025, recapping the year in 2026, what's coming up. So the first one I see in the chat is Doug. Now, mind you, I didn't jump on earlier, and that's probably why. But Doug is the first one in the chat. What's going on, Doug? Scott McNeil is here. He'll be in and out. He's at a Christmas party at work. Diabetic in the house. I know Gay was here because she's ranked as number 2. Kathy's in the house. Tess Alman in the house. Wells Bell is in the house. Chuck Spencer in the house. You working tonight, Chucky boy? Because Scott's going to be in and out. So I'm going to need one of y'all to hang out with me for the next hour. But that's it, y'all. Like, we're going to talk about recapping 2025. We're going to talk about some of my epic trips from this year. I did the math earlier. I was on the water for 67 days in 2025. All over the world. So it's pretty awesome to track along my progress and to see how many days I was on a cruise ship, how many days I was on land. So it's pretty awesome to know that I spent almost 2 months on a cruise ship in 2025. 2026 is looking a little bit better. We already got some epic itineraries booked in 2026. A few group cruises that I know some of you are coming on with me and all of that stuff. So I really look forward to that. But pump the brakes on 26. We still got time in 25. I see you now, Gay. Not sure why my comments are not showing up. You're here. I see you. They might have been too early, and then the software just doesn't kick over all of the comments. It happens because I use a streaming software to stream to YouTube. I don't stream directly from YouTube. I use a program that I'm able to do all of this fun stuff with, like this. I'm here every Thursday night, 10 p.m. Got all the jokes for all of y'all. So I still have content coming out in 25. I'm working on a few videos. Everything has been hectic the last few weeks with peak season. Now, peak season officially ends for me on Saturday. So work will start to wind down. The volume will start to wind down, and I will have a little bit more time. I'll actually get home when I'm scheduled to be home and have more time to do things at the house instead of literally getting in the door, rushing to get a shower, and then jumping on the live. I get 1 day off a week. I know it's kind of crappy. I work 6 days a week, and I'm typically gone from the house at 11 a.m., and I'm usually not home till 9 or right after 9. So it depends on the day of the week. Sundays are my longest days. I'm out of the house at 12. I'm usually not home till about 10. And then Monday through Friday, it just varies depending on the volume of mail that I have. But with peak season winding down, Saturday being the last day, today was the last day for priority mail. So if you didn't get your packages out, they are no longer guaranteed before Christmas. Priority, and Saturday will be express. So if you have to send it express, Saturday will be the last day. It's guaranteed to arrive before Christmas. So here's your last minute PSA. If you have to send out packages, do it tomorrow or Saturday because there ain't no guarantee it's going to make it there. And it's only express that they will guarantee for 2-day guarantee, I believe. Doug said he booked Paradise Beach for next year. Doug, me and Chuck have talked. We did decide on Paradise Beach. So that'll be where we're all going for the Boats and Bros cruise in Cozumel. Tess, I see your comment. We were almost on a year ago. I was on a cruise with you by happenstance, and over New Year's Eve week, I will be on another cruise, but sadly not with you. Yeah, I won't be there for the next one, unfortunately. I wish I was on a New Year's Eve cruise. They're one of my favorites. If you are thinking about a holiday cruise, definitely check out a New Year's Eve cruise. They are some of the best cruises that I've experienced. I did the Jubilee out of Galveston for New Year's Eve. It was absolutely epic. just a massive party. It was a great time bringing in the new year on a cruise ship and all that stuff. So it was awesome. I've also cruised over Easter. I highly recommend cruising over New Year's over Easter, and I also cruised over Halloween. Halloween can be fun as well, but again, New Year's Eve tops both of those. Halloween's fun. You can dress up, you can act a fool. Nobody will see it unless it's on YouTube. Hi. Or you're me and you just do weird stuff like wear bunny costumes or elf costumes and drink adult beverages and eat cheese. So how have y'all been enjoying the countdown to Christmas, right? Like 24 days, I got 24 different types of adult beverages and 24 cheeses to try. It's been fun. I've been wearing lights. I've been wearing glasses. I got some reindeer ears that jingle jangle. I've enjoyed it. I thought it's been a fun thing to do over the last, month. It kept me a little bit accountable. It held me accountable and all of that stuff. So I've enjoyed it. Databetic with a membership gift. Where's it at? It's not a super chat, but it still works.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
Not fast enough. So it's been, it's been a ride. It's been epic for 2025. We're going to recap some of my favorite cruises. And to be honest with you, my most recent cruise was my favorite cruise. We're talking about the Star Princess. Now, the reason I've enjoyed the Star Princess is because the Star Princess is a new product for Princess Cruise Lines. They just built the first one. Well, the first one just went into service last year as the Sun Princess. And the second one is now the Star Princess. And it's a Sphere class ship. The layout is amazing. The ship is gorgeous. Everything about that ship screams quality. To me, it's just next level. If you've never cruised with any other cruise line, like Princess would be like your next tier, right? So you have like Royal Caribbean, then you have Celebrity. So you have Carnival, then you have Princess. And it's the more premium line. So I've enjoyed my cruises with Princess. I've officially hit elite status with Princess. Now, for those of you that have been here from the beginning, Princess Cruise Lines was my very first cruise. As a kid, I was knee-high to a grasshopper the first time I got on board a cruise ship. And it was Princess Cruise Lines. I've absolutely loved it. It's been amazing. It's been a great, great time building up that status to get to, the elite status with Princess. I'm trying not to laugh at Databetic's comments. He's trying to gift y'all some memberships for the holiday season, and I appreciate that very much. So let's give Databetic a nice round of applause. Thank you for being so generous. I do appreciate it. Generous. I really do appreciate it. Now, y'all get to see the live stuff. You don't get to see the edited versions because those 3-minute videos you see, they take about 6 minutes to film, and then I chop them down to 3 minutes so I don't sound like a fool. But since we're live, you get the live version of it. So, gibberish, whatever. Thank you very much for being generous. I really do appreciate it. Y'all know you are not obligated to do anything like that. It means the world to me. I really do appreciate it because over the next 35, 40 days, I'm going to be making some life-altering decisions on whether or not I dive full in 100% daily content creation here on YouTube or I go and get another job. But that was last week's show. We're not going to talk about that. We're just going to move on to it. I see there's 16 of y'all in here. Do me a favor. Even if you're not subbed, smash that like button for me. If you want to be subbed, do me a favor. Ring the notification bell and hit subscribe. Let's go. Be part of the nation. So anyway, back to Princess. Princess was the very first cruise line I've went on. I've absolutely loved it. Have I had some experiences on Princess? Absolutely. Every cruise line has certain things that are good and certain things that are bad, but it's a by-trip basis, I should say, right? Because I've never, even with some of the worst cruise lines that people rate out here in the cruise space, I've never had a bad experience. I've been on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise right out of the pandemic, and I had a blast on that ship. I love the ship. I love the staff. I love the crew. I've been on the Islander. I've had a great experience on board the Islander. I've done Carnival, NCL. I've done Royal Caribbean. I've done Celebrity. I've done older ships like your fantasy class ships. And I've loved each and every single one of those cruises. I've never had a bad experience on a cruise. Have certain things went astray? Absolutely, it happens, right? We're all humans. We make mistakes. Servers, waiters, stewards, captains, customer service desk people, they're all human too. So they are entitled to make mistakes as well. So it happens. Like I tell you all before, you make your cruise what you make your cruise, right? It's however you interpret your cruise. That's how your cruise is going to be. For those of you that hit the thumb down, I appreciate it. Works either way. It's keeping me in the algorithm, but all right. So whatever your cruise is what you make of your cruise. Whether you make it a bad experience or a good experience, it's how you take it and walk away from it. Me, I've never had a bad experience on board a cruise ship, and I will continue to have great experiences on board cruise ships with all of you that are cruising with me in the very near future. We have the Boats and Bros cruise coming up at the beginning of 2026. I have another group cruise with, I don't have another group cruise. I'm attending a group cruise on board the NCL Jewel out of Philadelphia, the first cruise ever after the pandemic, back out of Philadelphia going to Bermuda. That's a Lolly to Loca group cruise. And then I have my group cruise, the Alaska State of Mind group cruise in 2026. So I'm really looking forward to getting to spend more time with a lot of you guys that follow along with the channel that we have not met or connected outside of the YouTube space as of yet, to connect in Alaska. We got people coming from Australia. We got people coming from Canada, Texas, New Jersey, Maryland, Virginia, Florida, Colorado. There's people coming from all over the United States and outside of the United States. So it's going to be an amazing cruise nonetheless. And it's going to be part of the 2026 highlight for sure. The kids are going on that one as well. So you're going to get to meet the whole clan. Everyone will be there and we're going to have a blast. Denise is in the house. What's going on, Denise? I actually just got a gift in the mail from Denise. And if I can go get it, I will go get it and show it to you. It's really cool. I like it. So give me a second and I'll go get it. Whoosh. Oh, crashed in the bag. And I'm back. I didn't disappear. I was here the whole time. What are you talking about? So I got a package in the mail yesterday, and this was in the box. It came from Denise. Now, it's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. It's got this guy on it. I think it's pretty cool. Check it out. Bam. 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 It's got the QR code for y'all to sub, and look at that, Alaska State of Mind. This is going to be my cruise tumbler from here on out. So Denise, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And for all your sublimation needs, if you want a tumbler like this, please reach out to Bone Tire Travelers. Shameless plug, shameless plug. I'm only at 75 days. So I will close out, I will start 2026 getting ready to close Diamond on Carnival. So the next cruise line to hit next level would be NCL or Royal Caribbean. I don't have a specific one in mind on which one I'm going to hit next, but Royal Caribbean and NCL are going to be the next ones to compete for loyalty status, as well as MSC. They're the ones that I've been on the most. And Virgin Voyages is going to come into play in 2026, as well as probably MSC World America. Nothing set in stone yet, but there's some things in the works. And yes, Mike is wearing pants. They may be pajama pants, but they're pants. I'm like a news anchor. You only see from here down. So why do I got to wear fancy pants? I got my pajama pants on. I got a shirt on. I'm appropriately dressed for the show. And we're here to do it. We are here to do it. Oh, I got something else in the mail that I want to show y'all too, because I know a lot of you follow along for the casino stuff. So I'll get it at the end when I'm showing you the video, and I'll show it to you, but I'll explain to you what it is. So I get an email notification the other day from FedEx, and it says Carnival Casino. And I'm like, oh, Carnival Casino is sending me a box full of W-2s for tax season. I was wrong. It wasn't W-2s. At the bottom of the FedEx email, in the description, it said Echo Ornament. So now, for those of you that have been on Carnival and you know what that word Echo means, fingers crossed, your boy finally hit Echo on board Carnival, and in 2026, I will get an Echo offer. I did get a really nice forged ornament, so I'm hoping that means there's going to be an Echo offer that follows. Usually, Echo offers come out in October, so if anything, I hit it after this October. Yeah, Chuck, I got tax papers today too. They just didn't they didn't come through FedEx. Yeah, I got some of those too. I heard RCC will be sailing out of Philadelphia. So if that's the case, I know they've made some changes to the original plan to Philadelphia. The original shipyard, the Navy shipyard, was supposed to be where the cruise ships were going to be. Now the cruise ships, if you're looking at it the way a bird flies or at a map, where the Philadelphia airport is, the waterline of the Delaware River is where the cruise ship is going to leave out of now. So it looks like parking's still going to be down towards the shipyard, but the ships are going to leave right outside of the airport, which it's kind of, to me, it's kind of ironic, right? Because like I grew up in Philadelphia, and then when I moved to New Jersey, we moved right across the bridge. So I could still see the international airport from our local community center, where I played football and coached football for so many years. Now, the reason it's ironic is because if you're leaving from the opposite side of the airport, right? Like say, here's the airport, you have the parking garages here, but on this side, it's just water. If you're leaving from here, I would probably try and park at the airport. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to park at the airport. I'm going to Uber from the airport right to the back side of the airport. If you can't walk it, I'm definitely going to park at the airport. It's a lot closer. It's probably going to cost the same amount of money. It sounds like they're going to be trying to run a shuttle from the shipyard to the cruise port. That might be convenient, but again, if you have, 1,500, 2,000 people, that shuttle might be a little much, right? I think it just parking at the airport would be a little bit more convenient. But again, I still have family up there, so I don't have to worry about that. I'll probably just get dropped off. And I'm going on that cruise with Dave Dietz. So that's my brother from another mother. So I'll be on that cruise with him, and I'm actually getting ready to sometime between now and before Christmas, I'm going to meet Dave's significant other's parents. I don't know if he calls them in-laws because I know him and her ain't married. But either way, I'm going to meet Dave's in-laws, Kathy and Dow, sometime between now and Christmas. They're down here visiting family, and they're literally right around the corner from where I live. So that's going to happen over the next few days. But other than that, man, it's pretty much it, right? So recap 2025. So we did the Star Princess, a brand new, beautiful ship. First ever class of ship that's going to be going to Alaska in 2026. It starts in May. It'll make its way over to the West Coast and sail out of Seattle. Now, after that, I did the Mardi Gras fresh out of dry dock. Some upgrades, slight upgrades were made to that ship during that process. New paint and all of that stuff. Took out some staircases, put more slot machines in the casino. Made a few things different on board that ship. You know what that's called? That's called fat hands. I just hit the space bar and it made it clapping. So we had that cruise. And then I did the Star of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's brand new Icon class ship. Now there is another one coming out in 2026. That'll be Legend of the Seas. It's going to be doing some time over in Europe before it comes over. Another epic ship to get on. If you're not a people-y person, I would suggest not doing that style of ship because it holds a lot of people. I did the NCL Aqua. So far we got 3 brand new ships that were just built, put into service in 2025 that I boarded. The Jubilee back in May, the Venezia, the Horizon, the Celebration, And that is how I started my year. So I started my year with Carnival and I ended my year with Carnival. It's ironic how it comes full circle. And they were both on XL class ships. I started on the Carnival Celebration back in January, and then it ended in October. So starting off 2026 strong, baby. We're starting off Carnival. I guess that's the only way to go, right? Starting off Carnival. The reason I'm doing Carnival is because they are 3 times VIFP points. For those of you who have been following along, you know Carnival has made some changes to their VIFP program that is going to disappear now as of September. And it's just going to be a points-based system, kind of like a travel rewards program. It's no longer going to be a VIFP program, loyalty status type thing. But I have cruises booked with Chucky to be able to get 3 times VIFP days to hit Diamond. Is it cheating? I want to say yes, it's cheating a little bit. I'm not sailing the amount of days that it's required to hit Diamond. However, I will be sailing the amount of days it'll take to hit Diamond over the next year with Carnival. So there's a chance that between now and September, I would naturally hit it. I'm only 30 days away or 28 days away. So I would naturally hit the 200-day mark needed for Diamond. But I like what they're doing here. I like how they keep extending it a little bit, giving everyone more time to be able to hit that next status, right? So I'll be Diamond forever. And they just sent me another offer the other day. I get the adults only sea cruise with elite offer, with like the elite perks and 3 times points. And there's a 5-day or an 8-day or a 6-day, something like that, on the Carnival Conquest in May. So Jubilee in January, not Celebration. No, Tess, it was the Jubilee in 2024, starting 2024. So it's been almost 2 years since we've been on that New Year's Eve cruise. Carnival Jubilee was December 30th, 2023. So that started the 2024 year. So that would have been a 2024 recap because that was right when the Jubilee, it got pushed back. That was the second sailing of the Jubilee. So it was December 30th of 2023. And then this January that just passed, 2025, I was on board the Carnival Celebration January 12th. So it's been 2 years since we were on that that cruise. The one we did this year, Tess, I think was the Horizon. It was the Coupe cruise. Kathy asking Robin if she lives in Baltimore. Yup. Well, Kathy lives in Maryland somewhere. Heathrow. There you go. I couldn't remember what it was. I know it's there. It's right there. I'm 20 days from Diamond, and I'm not even trying. I don't feel like the perks are worth it. I don't think the perks are worth it, right? Like, my whole thing is to max out my loyalty status. Like, I have this goal in mind to hit the top tier with every cruise line. And if the top tier goes away, then I can't hit it, right? Like, it just starts all over again. If I hit it, then I know I'm at the top tier, so I can work on the next cruise line, right? So I got Princess. Now we're going to get Carnival. Then I'm going to go Royal Caribbean, NCL, MSC, Virgin, so on and so forth. I'm going to try and hit top tier status with every single cruise line. I know some cruise lines are offering matching, like Virgin just announced their major program of matching, but it's not 100% status match. Now, if I'd known about the change before I booked 2 cruises on the other 2 lines, then maybe, but too late. Well, Mike, I lost an entire year, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you lost it. It's a whole year. I don't know where it went. It went by pretty quick. I was just telling a colleague at work tonight, like, I don't understand how 2025 just flew by. Like, it feels like it just started, and now it's already done, gone, and we're getting ready to crack into 2026. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Not much of a perk being Diamond once the new plan comes into effect. Yeah, but it's not about the perks, right? I'm not too worried about the perks. I'll be honest with you. I really don't use them. I really don't use them. Do you know over the last 19 days or 18 days, I have drank more alcoholic beverages than I have on 30 days on board a ship? Like it's ironic to think about it, right? Like I've had more alcoholic beverages over the last 18 days, technically 24 leading up to Christmas Eve, than I've had on a cruise ship for 30 days. And I had free drinks. So I really don't use the perks as much as I should. My favorite perk with the program was the free laundry. And the only reason that was is because I could have been more minimalistic with my suitcase. And I never was. I still overpacked. I still took 50 shirts for a 3-day cruise. That's just what you do. But yeah, that was my favorite perk. I enjoyed that the most. Lourdes in the house. What's going on, Lourdes? So to me, the perks, it's just an added bonus. If you use it, you use it. If you don't, you don't. It's one of those things. To me, it really doesn't. It really doesn't make or break me. What I'm wanting to do is just achieve that top status, and that top status not to go away. I don't want to have to continue to achieve that top status. It's there. I don't have to do it again. It's kind of like a check mark. Move on to the next one. Pick the next line. And here's the reason why, right? Like if I don't cruise Carnival for 20 years, when I come back to Carnival, I'm already at the top status. I've earned it. I'm there. I'm locked in. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it. I enjoy the elite perks more than the diamond perks. Elite perks are pretty awesome. Now, the casino perks that you get with Carnival, they're pretty good. I'm not going to lie. They're pretty spot on. I do enjoy those. But yeah, I don't stress it too much. You need at least 3 shirts a day. Yeah, Doug, I don't think you do. I mean, listen, to each his own, right? If you want to bring 3 shirts a day, that's great. Then bring 3 shirts a day. I was bringing like 6 shirts a day, and then Chuck would be like, "Why are you bringing so many shirts?" I'm like, "I don't know. What if I want to change? What if I get something on my shirt? What if I this? What if I that?" I had so many shirts that when the cruise was over, after being on an 11-day and then a 14-day, I still had like 8 or 9 shirts that were still clean, never worn, and just put in the cupboard. Like they were just hanging in the closet for the whole trip. They went around the world with me and didn't even leave the closet. Most of the time I'm in like a t-shirt like this, or I'll be honest with you, I'm in a black v-neck. I rock the black v-neck every day, all day. That's the shirts that I wear for work. That is everything. Like I'm black v-necks, gray v-necks. I'm always wearing a v-neck shirt. And the reason is because it matches everything, right? If I'm wearing basketball shorts, black v-neck. Khaki shorts, black v-neck. Pants, black v-neck. It's the same thing. I just wear it every single day. He really did have that many shirts. I'm on it. Like I'm not lying. I had that many shirts. I had between button-up shirts for dinner and regular t-shirts, I probably had 16, 17 shirts in the suitcase with a hoodie and a long sleeve shirt. So I took way too much stuff. Way too much stuff. I literally had to put souvenirs in Chuck's suitcase. Like I was like, here, you take all this. And then when we get home back here, I'll just take it all back. And then Chuck went home with like 2 pairs of underwear, a pair of socks, and 1 shirt. And that's all he had in his suitcase because the rest of the suitcase was full of my stuff. I will miss the free laundry, but I figure I can pay for laundry with the points I earn because the points won't be enough to earn diamond status. That is true. That's one way to look at it. One of the shirts folded takes up 2 suitcases. Yeah, one of my shirts folded. Yeah, I don't know, Martin. I wear a pretty big shirt. I like my shirts baggy. So I fold mine pretty good and they fit in the suitcase really well. But I get it. We all have our different reasonings, and I'm not saying you shouldn't go for it. I'm just talking about my thoughts and how it will or won't work for me. No, I get it, Tess. Completely understand. Data Bet it gave me a membership. Yeah, and then he said it shouldn't count, Martin. So, see, it doesn't count, Martin, LOL. And 2 ornaments. Yeah, Chuck, we're not going to talk about those ornaments right now. We'll let that go. A man after my own heart. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So it's definitely been a good year, 2025. 2026 is going to be better. I can't wait to hang out with all you guys. Plus, there's always the fact that I'm going to win a whole bunch of jackpots, which will get me a whole bunch of points, and I'll be diamond right away. There you go, Tess. That's the great way to look at it, right? Casino money, here we go. And if you gamble like I do, You'll be diving pretty quick. Wait, shirts or are we counting t-shirts? It is. So we're talking just t-shirts, right? That's just t-shirts and button-up shirts. I probably had 16. Let's make it an easy number. I had 15 shirts. At least 15 shirts. So that was like 5 formally dressy shirts, casual shirts for dinner, and 10 t-shirts. That's not including my tank tops that I wear underneath my shirt because I can't just wear a t-shirt. I don't like the way it touches my skin. I have to wear a tank top. So then I had tank tops in my bag. And then I brought like 15 pairs of socks. I think I brought like 20 pairs of underwear. The least amount of things that I brought was pajama pants, and even then, it was still 3 pairs of pajama pants that I brought with me for the cruises. So I keep telling myself I'm going to pack lighter, I'm going to pack lighter, I'm going to pack lighter, and I always pack more than I should. And then I always buy stuff that I shouldn't, and then I bring it home. So the next cruise, I am literally packing minimum. I am trying my hardest to take the least amount of stuff possible for a voyage. I'm still going to take the big suitcase because I do like to, pick stuff up if stuff's on sale. I like to buy it. Like I just gotta have it. And then, I got this guy in the chat over here, Martin. He's like, I need a ship model. I need a ship model. So I got to make sure I have enough room for everything coming back. I always buy the kids a souvenir, as long as it's a new port, right? If it's a port that I've been to, I really don't stress it too much. I don't pick up as much stuff. But I pack enough for whatever I need, right? Robin, I think the last cruise, I packed 3 pairs of shoes. So I had my everyday sneakers, I had my slides, and I had my blue boat shoes that I wear for formal. I packed everyday sneakers, slides, boat shoes. I packed 4 pairs, and then I had my white Nautica dress like shoes that I wear for dinners or when I wear my blue jeans. So 4 pairs of shoes went on this trip. Typically I don't take my slides, but since it was a long trip, I took my slides. I know on another cruise I had to pick up a pair of slides because I was mad I didn't have nothing I could easily slip on my feet. But I tend to buy sneakers when I'm in ports, right? So like when me and Chuck were walking around, I saw these really cool Fred Flintstone slippers, and I could not find them in my size to save my life. So I was really disappointed I couldn't pick those up. But yeah, I tend to pick up shoes, right? Like one of my favorite pairs of shoes that I got that I'm going to wear next week. They're in my closet. They're the Grinches. They're part of the 420 collection through Adidas. They're like the Grinch green with the Grinch hair on them. I picked them up in Puerto Rico back in January for I think it was like 20, 25 bucks. From a Ross in Puerto Rico. So I constantly like looking for shoe deals. I like picking up shoes. Wherever I go, I'm constantly looking for sneakers, whether it's for me or the kids or whatever. If I like them and I can't get them back at home, I'm going to pick them up and try and bring them back with me. Good day, everyone. Just got back from Christmas shopping. Stinking hot here, 40 degrees. What's going on, Ian? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day over there. Then don't get me a ship model, fool. Nah, it doesn't work that way. Due to Southwest charging for check bags now, I am reducing my check bag from two down to 1. I did it in October for a 10-day cruise, and I think I'm all good. That's perfect. And you're the perfect person to test that out, right, Tess? Because like you're like me. You're very organized when it comes to certain things. You like having things lined up, P's and Q's and all that stuff. Doug said he took 45 shirts when I was cruising in November this year for 15 nights. 45 shirts. Now, I'll be honest, those shirts that Doug is talking about are a really lightweight t-shirt, a button-up t-shirt. They're super, super lightweight. And Chuck, I still got to talk to you because Doug sent me a message about shirts for the Boats and Bros. So I still got to connect with you about that. T-shirts for the AM, knit shirts for the early PM, button-down shirts for early evening, and long sleeve shirts for after 6. That's the law. That is not the law. That's insane. That's crazy. T-shirts, undershirts, button-up shirts. That's it. You're not going to catch me in multiple different shirts throughout the day. unless I get something on it. And my nose ring is really bothering me today. Unless I get something on the shirt, you're not going to see me wearing multiple different shirts throughout the day. If I'm doing like a meet and greet, I might change my shirt. If I'm doing a nicer dinner, instead of my t-shirt, I'll wear a nicer button-up shirt. Now, with Carnival, they really don't give you they're really not rough on the stipulations with dining on like an everyday night. So I'll go into the dining room wearing a nice pair of khaki shorts and a shirt like this. I'll go through dinner, no problem. On formal nights or whatever, it's more, more casual, business casual than anything. So I definitely wear like button-up shirts and all that stuff. I'll wear some slacks or some pants, whatever the case may be. I don't wear any dresses. I don't like the way they make my eyes look, so no dresses. And that's pretty much it. I guess I need to get more on Heather's deals. Are way better than mine. It was cheaper for both of us to go in February, including flights, than it would have been for me to go by myself. That's perfectly fine, Doug. I have no problem. You have Heather coming. Heather's awesome. I really enjoy Heather's company. And it's open to everybody, right? The first one or two, it was just all guys. And then I decided last year to open it up to everybody that wanted to come. Because it's everyone getting together, hanging around, and just palling around the ship for a few days. So if you have nothing to do in February, come with us on the Boats and Bros. Carnival Paradise out of Tampa. In the description, you can get to me in the email there, thenautiCruiser@gmail.com. And we'll get you booked, baby. We'll get you booked for the Boats and Bros. Little 5-day cruise out of Tampa, round trip, Port Tampa, Cozumel, Grand Cayman. Nothing too fancy, nothing too big. Just a nice little time for everyone to get together and hang out and just enjoy each other's company, because we don't get to do it as often as we like, and we don't get to see each other as often as we like. So we do the Boats and Bros every single year. And I'll be honest with you, 2026 was not going to have a Boats and Bros. The reason being, we have the big major Alaska group cruise in July, so we weren't going to do that. But I was convinced by Chuck, I was convinced by Doug, I was convinced by everybody else that we need a Boats and Bros. So we got a Boats and Bros. And I got a 3D printer, and I'm printing stuff for the Boats and Bros. I literally just printed Chuck some chopsticks he can wear with his fingers, because Chuck don't know how to use chopsticks. So yeah, I got some cool stuff on the printer right now. Shoes are my downfall. I start out with about 10 pairs before I usually leave and get down to 6 or 7. 6, 7. Shoes are my kryptonite. I constantly have to go into a shoe store. It's hard to walk by a shoe store. It really is. Like, Chuck will have to grab me and be like, come on, Mike, you already looked in 8 different shoe stores. And I'm like, dude, I'm not buying anything. I'm just looking. And then I'll come out with 2 bags and he'll be like, I'm not buying anything. I'm just looking. Like, man, shoes are my kryptonite. It's just, I don't know what it is. When I was younger, I used to have a nice Jordan sneaker collection. And then I got older. I had kids. That got, whatever happened with it is what it is. I no longer have it. And now it's just an obsession. It's something I got to do. You can't get into the steakhouse on Carnival in shorts. Nope, not in the steakhouse. And technically, Doug, let's rephrase that. You can't get into the steakhouse wearing shorts on Carnival. If you want to go to Rudy's, you can wear shorts. You just have to sit outside. So they'll make you sit outside if you go to Rudy's on any of the XL class ships wearing shorts. But I always suggest bringing a pair of slacks or a nice pair of dress pants. Formal nights, jeans not allowed either, so definitely bring the slacks if you're planning on doing formal night. I don't really go all out like I used to when I was a kid. We used to wear tuxedos and all of that stuff. Not no more. Nice little button-up shirt, pair of pants, and I'm good to go, baby. Good to go. Yeah, I know, Lourdes. You always... I give you credit for that all the time. The purse matches the shirt matches the shoes match the pants match the hair matches the nails match the eyes. 100%. I give it to you all the time. I got to give you credit. You're not wrong. Would be fun to see the analytics of this stream. How many views did Mike lose after 6, 7? Probably all of them. We had 18 strong, then we dropped down to 6. Now we're back to 10. So it's funny, right? Like it's hard to not do it. Like I have an 8-year-old who constantly is walking around the house, 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". It's hard not to. Gay in the house with a super chat. What's going on, Gay? Thank you very much.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
Look at that. Bang, bang. Hey, everyone, just letting you know it's Gay here. I'm in the chat, and I'm commenting and saying hello to you all. Merry Christmas. Is Gay's comments not showing up? Wah, wah, wah. I wonder why. Put user in timeout. Hide this show. Oh, Gay's been bad. We should put her in timeout. No, let's not put her in timeout. I don't know why they're not showing up, Gay. I'm wondering maybe if you have to like close out and then come back in, maybe it'll show up. But she's ranked up at number 1 right now. She done bumped Doug out of first place. I don't need half the clothes on a cruise that I used to think I did. Yeah, I don't need half the stuff that I take either. It's ironic the amount of stuff that I take with me. It's insane. And Chuck, like when we were getting ready to fly out to Barcelona, Chuck's suitcase weighed like 20 pounds. Like they put mine on the thing, and I had to take stuff out of my suitcase to put in Chuck's suitcase. And when Chuck put his suitcase up, it was like 26 pounds. And I'm like, dude, did you pack anything? He's like, yeah, I brought some clothes. it was super, super light. And then it was like every couple of days, Chuck was like, oh, I'm going to go do some laundry. He literally brought the bare minimums. He brought what he needed and all that stuff. So it worked, right? Like I can't complain. The man always had on clean clothes and he didn't stink. So there's really no complaints. But it's ironic. I go put my suitcase up and it's like, poof, exceeded the weight limit by 20 pounds. Chuck puts his up and he's like, all that's in there is a pair of socks. I'm gone for the next 30 days. Let's go. That's a real manly man right there. It's funny because when I tell you I went and bought Lego, I went and did all this other stuff, and I dropped it all in Chuck's suitcase. Like, he just had all this room. If you get a Legend of the Seas offer, Martin in the house with a super chat.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
Look at that. Always be booked, cruise and podcast 1247. Tommy Casabona in the house. What's going on, my brother? Yo, I want some Irish cream and cheese. Let's go, bro. Come get some Irish cream and cheese. I still got to film that video for tomorrow. It's been a fun little countdown. I've enjoyed it. I bought a big bag of bring back of all Mike's extra stuff. Yeah, that's literally what it was. I do make use of the laundry when I sail on Carnival so that I can only bring 1 pair of shorts and 4 days worth of socks and underwear. Yeah, but you bring 45 shirts. So you mean to tell me, hold up, Doug. Hold the phone right now. You literally just told me you brought 45 shirts for a 15-day cruise. But you only bring 1 pair of shorts? The math is not mathing, my friend. When I fly, I buy their upgraded package for my suitcase. Yeah, Lourdes, I'm cheap. And when I'm flying to Europe, I try to spend the least amount of money as possible. And it really backfired on that trip because this is how that went, right? Like I worked all day and I drive a truck for a living and I live in 45 minutes north of Tampa. I drive an hour to get to work. I work 8 hours and then I drive an hour home. Well, that day I drove an hour into work. I worked my 8-hour shift and then I drove 4 hours to Miami. So I've literally drove that whole day. I got to Miami, got a hotel room just to be able to get a shower, got my shower, left the hotel room and went to the airport. When we got to the airport, I told Chuck, I was like, yo, bro, I love you, but if there's a bid for a business class seat, I'm putting in for a business class seat. I literally put a bid in for the business class seat. I was awarded the business class seat, and your boy went sound asleep on that flight the whole ride over. And Chuck's just looking at me from economy, like, you mother. Gay with another super chat. I've been commenting the whole time, but no one seems to see my comment. Am I in timeout? Down under timeout. You're not in timeout, Gay. I don't know why it's not showing up. That's really, really weird. It's really weird. I don't know why it's not showing up. Like, I can click on like little things that you can't see, but you're not in timeout. You know what? Let's do this and see if that makes anything different. Y'all do me a favor and welcome Gay to the Blue Crew. She's now a moderator. Gay, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me see if you can see what happens. It's really bothering me. No, she's not blocked, because if she was, she wouldn't be showing up. I like to change it multiple times so that I stay clean, and I like to wear all the shirts that I brought just for cruising. I said that too. Yeah, it was funny. I'm their favorite Aussie now. You have been banished. That's messed up, Ian. That is so wrong. I don't know why it's not showing. There she is. There she is. Look at that. She's in there. I can see her. Can anybody else see her? And look, she got a wrench. She got a wrench. I have the power. Yeah, so you have the power. But I'm glad you're back. I'm glad it's finally working. I'm really excited that it's finally working now. So 2026, like I said, we got the Boats and Bros cruise. I got one with Chucky right before that out of Miami. I get a day home, and then we get on the Boats and Bros out of Tampa. After that, I am heading up north, back home, to the city of brotherly love, baby. Hopefully with another Super Bowl trophy in Philadelphia. We need one more win on Saturday, and we got the NFC East championship back-to-back. The last team that did that was in 2004 when the Philadelphia Eagles did it 4 consecutive years in a row. I can hear all you haters in the chats right now getting like really mad. All you Baltimore Ravens fans, all you Kansas City Chiefs fans, talking all that smack. Yeah, man. Well, yeah, numbers don't lie. So hopefully they'll have another Super Bowl. I'll get to see some family while I'm up there. I'll get to see my goddaughter, my brothers, the in-laws, things like that. And then after that, I have the time frame of getting everything finalized and ready and packed and all of that stuff for Alaska. So with 10 minutes left into the show, I'm going to go get that magnet, and I want you to sit here and watch this Tetris, hideous, torturous, no, amazing. Tess saying, go Bills. Are you kidding me? Y'all lost to the Miami Dolphins. Let's get for real now, Tess. Check out this video. if y'all want to join us, we still have some group rates available. It's getting closer to final payment date. We are getting close to smashing in to 200 days left to that cruise. Tonight, tonight's 206. So tomorrow's 205 days until that cruise. Still some group rates available. All of that stuff. There is going to be no show next week because it is Christmas. So I'm going to enjoy the time with family. But the week later is New Year's Day, the very first day of the new year, Thursday the 1st. And we are going to have a live show Thursday the 1st. Bringing the new year the right way with all of you amazing people. So, Martin says, yeah, Tesco Bills. I don't think so. Chuck, I got it right here. So we're gonna check that out. Ravens fan here. They got to win all their last games. Doubtful to me. Very, very doubtful. Lourdes says my favorite song. Lourdes, if that's your favorite song, then come January 1st, you're gonna have to let me know about the new song. There is gonna be a new song added to the countdown before the live show. So we're changing a few things around, baby. This only started when I became a channel member, by the way. Maybe I did something weird there. It's a possibility. Martin's a channel member thanks to Databetic, but it don't count. Databetic said it don't count. So, and Martin says, I'll text Mike and he'll say Gay has spoken. Yeah, Gay has spoken. Martin's in timeout because Gay said so. So this arrived in the mail from Carnival Casino Players Club. It came in yesterday through FedEx, and it had this little card with it. Nice little fancy ornament, on the front side of the card. And it says, Happy Holidays. Your Carnival Casino family wishes you and yours a season full of joy, laughter, and unforgettable moments. Thank you for being part of our family. Here's to smooth sailing into the bright new year, the Executive Casino Host Team. And in this box is another box. And I really like the box. Like, it's Carnival branded, which is nice. And then it had this ornament, which on the back side says 2025, hand-forged limited edition. And then the front of it says, wishing you a season full... Wishing you a season of joy, light, and luck. So that is what has been listed as the Echo ornament. Hopefully, that means an Echo offer will follow within 2026. Yeah, I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Doug, final payment is due in March for the Alaska cruise in July. So final payment will be in March. I did not get any pretty boxes like that. Yeah, I also don't think you had the amount of points I've had in 2025 either. So I probably would have been okay not getting one of those boxes. If I, didn't push the button as much. I don't know. Listen, you live once, right? Well, you live every day. You only die once. So you might as well live it to your fullest potential and do what makes you happy. Is that an Echo logo? I don't know Carnival stuff. So I don't think that's the Echo logo. I think that's just the Carnival Players Club logo. But you got the picture. I sent you the picture the other day at the bottom. It had that little note on the bottom that said Echo ornament. So, hopefully that's what it is. I like it. I think it's cool. It's got to go on the tree. I don't even know why I'm keeping it in the box. So let's take it out of the box and we'll put it on the tree. After this, I got to film that little short video and get that going for y'all for tomorrow, day number 19. I had somebody reach out to me and they were like, dude, don't you drive a truck? You're drinking before you go to work. And I'm like, no, I'm not drinking before I go to work. I filmed the video the night before and I posted the next day. So for those of you that are concerned, no, I do not drink and drive. And honestly, I really don't drink. I've been drinking because I enjoyed these videos. I really enjoyed how they went. I've enjoyed the interaction. I've enjoyed the engagement. To all the new subscribers that subscribed because of the shorts, thanks for being here. I don't know if I can because the camera that I'm doing, that I film it on, is what I'm on with you right now. There might be There might be a way I can do it. Maybe. Databetic, you had a good idea. You have a good idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh no, the quality is so bad. The quality's so bad. We're gonna do it, Databetic. You know what? You guys can watch me film the video live real quick, and then we'll say our wrap up for the end of the year and all of that stuff. So please stare at my wall and my Lego shelf while I go and get the items I need for the video. All right. What the heck? Why is there two of me on here? There we go. That's way better. That's way better. You're going to see a side shot of my face, and the audio is probably going to be crap, but bear with me. It takes about 3 minutes or so, and we'll get the video going. Let's pop the memory chip in the camera. Let's see how many times Mike messes up. Mike can't even get the SD card into the camera. All right, you ready? What should I wear tonight? Should I just do this, or what if I put the antlers on too? Let's see. All right, where are we at? Today is day 19. And we're up top here. And then it would be day number 7. Right? I think it would be day 7. Yep, and we're here. All right, so should I wear glasses or antlers? Which one? Hurry up and pick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going with glasses. Yes to antlers. Well, you know what? Let's put the antlers on. You ready? We'll just do it all. We'll do it all. Let's just go out with a bang, right? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. You ready? Here we go. Don't stumble your words. Don't stumble your words. Don't stumble your words. I'll try not to, but I can't read y'all and do this at the same time. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm here. Just watch. You ready? What's going on, everybody? What's up? It's your boy Mike, and welcome back to our boozy advent calendar countdown. Day 19. Can't believe it. We are literally 6 days away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, however many days. It doesn't really matter. But day 19, and let's get to it. We got the cheese advent right here, and we are right up top today, day number 19. For day 19, the cheese is cheddar with whiskey. Cheddar with whiskey. We're just going to yeet that right over there gently. And then for the Irish creams, we're in day number 7, bottom left corner. Let's see if I can get it first shot today. You ready? Oh, there we go. And the Irish cream of the day is original. So we have some original Irish cream with some cheddar with whiskey, which is ironic, right? Whiskey, Irish cream kind of pairs well together. So without further ado, let's get right into the Irish cream pour. We'll pop that cheddar cheese and we'll get to it. Let's go. Definitely can smell the liquor in that one. Nice little strong smell of liqueur. While that chills, let's crack open the cheddar with whiskey and give that a little taste. I did enjoy this the last time I had it, so I know what I'm expecting. But y'all know, one bite, everybody knows the rules. You ready? Let's go. The cheese is delicious. It's nice. It's sharp. It's got a little whiskey flavor to it, a little bourbon flavor to it. Kind of tastes like the char of the barrel. One of my favorites. It's really good. I highly suggest you try this calendar. And if it comes out next year, I'm going to do this all over again because who doesn't like cheese? Now, let's get to the Irish cream, the real reason we're here. Not bad. Definitely like your coffee liqueur. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Kahlua, not as much on the heavy side of Kahlua, but it's nice. It's creamy. It's definitely got that liquor taste to it. So if you're not used to drinking liquors, it's going to have that little hard burn to it at the end. But it's delicious nonetheless. Now, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me on day number 19. I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow for day 20. If you were on the live show, then you know we filmed this video together while y'all watched me on the computer screen over here. So if you could do me a favor, leave a like, leave a comment, share it out to somebody. And until tomorrow, y'all have yourselves a safe and fantastic night. Cheers. And that's it, y'all. And that's it, y'all. Boozy the reindeer is done the video for the day. So thanks for letting me do that. It got warm in here really, really fast. I probably lost some of y'all in the making of that video. Actually, I got more of y'all. And one take, yeah, that was really good. So thanks for making me do that. Being able to film that in one take was really nice. It's a little over 3 minutes, so it's got to get cut down a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. And I'm really shocked, to be honest with you guys. While I got you here and we're running a few minutes late, we might as well just talk about it. That cheese advent calendar is from Aldi. Aldi is a no frills type of supermarket. I don't know if you've ever been to an Aldi. It's kind of like on the generic side, right? They got their own brand type things. They carry some name brand products, but it's mainly on the cheaper side, right? It's one of my favorite supermarkets. And that cheese is some quality cheese. The Irish cream is pretty good. It's bang up. I enjoyed the beer calendar more than I did the Irish cream calendar because Irish cream has such a versatile, it's a versatile liquor. I could put it in coffee. I could put it in hot chocolate. But here's the thing. It's 11 o'clock at night. I really don't think I should be drinking coffee at 11 o'clock at night. I'm already a person that's wired for sound as it is. Y'all already know my energy is bow. No, Martin, be honest with you, everyone doesn't know Aldi. I know a lot of people in Florida didn't know Aldi until Aldi bought Winn-Dixie. So everyone does not know Aldi. Not everybody knows Aldi. And not everybody knows Aldi was a European. It was a European brand before it came over to the States. So, but yeah, it's one of my favorite stores. I absolutely love it. I would wear Aldi shirts or Aldi hats and all that stuff if they wanted to, throw a sponsor out here and all that stuff. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Aldi North and Aldi South are brothers, and in the U.S., one of them owns Trader Joe's, the other is Aldi, and they own Winn-Dixie now. Like they bought out Winn-Dixie's down here. They bought the Winn-Dixie company too. So, it's crazy. It's crazy. But look, y'all, I really do appreciate y'all hanging out with me for this hour and 5 minutes. I hope all of you that celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever your beliefs are, I hope you all have an amazing holiday season. With the tragedy of what happened in Australia, I feel it's heavy on my heart to say a few things. As we close out 2025, please remember to spread love, not hate. Love thy neighbor, love everyone. We are all human beings. We are all part of God's beautiful creation. And as we get ready to move into 2026, I just want to spread the word of love, not hate. So make sure y'all get out there. Y'all love everybody. Y'all appreciate everybody. You appreciate everything in life. And just spread the love and not hate. And, the world will do some amazing things when we spread love and not hate. So for those of you getting ready to celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Love on your family, hug on your families, all of that stuff. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me in 2025. And before I get too emotional, because it's been an epic year, 2026 is going to be even better. And I can't wait to cruise with all of you in 2026. And I will see you all next year. I will see you all next year on the very first live stream of 2026. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Make sure you have a safe and fantastic night. And until next time, y'all know what to do. Y'all stay naughty. Peace. I said peace.